Hey, how is everybody doing? We're live, and sorry, my throat's still a little sore, but that's okay. Um, Again, sorry I couldn't finish off the Halloween shows, guys. Definitely. I got sick there for a while, but that's okay. And now the funny thing is, I found my old pair of sunshades, but I cannot find my new pair. So I have to wait a while now to buy a new pair unless I find my pair. Indefinitely. You guys can see it. The back is not ready yet, guys. Definitely. So, because we're just focusing on Remembrance Day, guys. Definitely. So, right now, and so if you guys like, even Sleepy Hollow TikTok guys, we're focusing more on Remembrance Day than anything right now. Definitely. So, again, on Sleepy Hollow TikTok, guys, there's some cool stuff to do with Remembrance Day, guys. Some movie nights on there, definitely to do with Remembrance Day. Sorry, guys, we can only show 60 seconds of clips from movies. We can't show the whole movie, but we can show clips like here and there and that kind of stuff like that, like 60-second clips. Is all we're allowed, about 60-second, 15-second, 3-minute clips. That's about it. Same when it comes around to Christmas time too, when we show the Christmas clips too as well. We can only show like 60 seconds, 15 seconds, or maybe 3 minutes of it. That's about it. Definitely is all we're allowed of TikTok time, or what we call TikTok airtime. Definitely. So welcome into Gourmet Coffee Lounge, guys. Before we give it the fancier title, I'm still live. Before we start picking up on the Christmas titles, guys, that's not going to pick up till after Remembrance Day, until after the 11th. And definitely, I was going to have kind of a bit of an art space lined up today, but I figured I'll wait till my throat gets a little bit better, guys. Slowly, bit by bit, each day, it's getting better. Definitely, I'm still up and down a bit myself, so kind of up for 5 seconds, and then I sleep for about another 4 hours or 5 hours or something like that. So I'm up and down like a yo-yo, but yeah, other than that, I'm doing well. But yeah, so again, I noticed also too on TikTok, guys, too, as well. There's people that are already starting into Christmas content already. They started as of Halloween night or before Halloween. In a way that is, yes, it can be kind of disrespectful. But as long as those people are knowing enough to take the moment of silence on the 11th day at the 11th hour, to honor our fallen veterans. They can do Christmas all they like this early, but make sure that when it hits November the 11th, you shut down that day. You shut down your Christmas content that day and show respect for our fallen veterans. And stop for a moment of silence, like no Christmas content at all that day on any platforms. Don't re-pick it up again until after and until in the evening or the next day. Definitely. So that way you're still giving them that hour and that kind of stuff like that too as well. So you're still honoring them. So you don't get all of the TikTok world all ticked off at you and that kind of stuff like that too as well. Now, some changes to what used to be known as Christmas Elf Lounge. Usually that's what would be setting up behind me here. Last year, there was too much, people were getting too bullyish over it. or even the fact that there was real live Christmas elf. They didn't like it. So things are different this year. It's not going to be called Christmas Elf Lounge. I don't think we are gonna. Maybe we might get a visit from the Christmas Elf. Hopefully, maybe. Can't guarantee, can't promise anything. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Definitely, if we get a visit from the Queen Elf herself, Felicia Deliani, that might be our elf visit. But as far as the other elf goes, we may get a visit from them, may not. We don't know because of what happened last year on TikTok. Too many people were getting too bullying over Christmas Elf Lounge and that kind of stuff like that. They were getting rude, mouthy, everything else, bullying, trolling. It was too bad. So in the middle of the Christmas Elf Lounge, it kind of disappeared. It shut down. Laid low for a couple weeks, and then closer to Christmas Eve, it picked back up, but picked back up on TikTok, but as kind of more of a more of an adult Christmas show, like happy hour. Went better, and went into New Year's Eve, kind of a drinking happy hour show. Beer magical illusion show, that kind of stuff like that too as well. This year, definitely, yes, I'm going to try to stay up for the ball drop. I hope I don't fall asleep early again like I did last year. So again, this year, the outline of the Christmas show itself is going to change. It's going to be a gourmet Christmas lounge, coffee lounge. So it's going to be totally different. Since the happy houring, the beer hour, a lot of people liked better. We will keep that. If considering I can buy the beer, definitely, because people on TikTok were loving that better than anything. So instead of having Christmas Elf Lounge, it's going to be like a kind of like there's drawing of the sketches are going to be the same, but the it's just going to be at a more higher level. It's going to be plus 18 and above, because of some of the showings. Because if there's going to be a happy hour, definitely 19 above. If there's going to be kind of the happy hour, the beer hour, that kind of stuff like that, a lot of people like. Definitely, we're going to have to fit that in. So. Definitely, it went a lot better that way last year near the end, compared to how it started. Again, I'm still not done at the back here totally. Now for TikTok, for the 60-second videos, if you guys want to keep want to see me keep the outfit changes, I will keep them. Definitely. So yeah, so there's no more Christmas Elf Lounge, but this year, starting off fresh, a gourmet Christmas lounge, Christmas coffee lounge, kind of an adult type online coffee club. Definitely, if you want to put it that way. Now, I don't know if it was last year. I don't know if it was the Christmas Elf Lounge. People didn't like the idea of the Christmas Elf because I had called them a bunch of names, totally on TikTok, very rudely, and that kind of stuff like that. And people were getting very bad with me on there, totally. When Christmas Elf Lounge has always been a success here on YouTube every year. I've done it every year. definitely last year was the first year that all the bullies decided to come out of the closet. Um, and started to harass and mouth off and that kind of stuff like that too as well, to the point that it just pissed me off. I shut everything right down. Um, I did it with Facebook too, because the bullies couldn't keep their fingers to themselves. They couldn't keep their mouths to themselves. They always had something rude, negative to say. Um, you know, very inappropriate to say. Um, it was so bad. The attack of it was so bad last year. It wasn't funny. Um, this is why I said so. This year, I hope I just hoping things go better. I'm gonna try it back on TikTok, and it won't be Christmas Elf Lounge, guys. It won't be Christmas Elf Lounge. Get 19 plus. Um, the sketches we're gonna keep for YouTube. Be the smartest. But the coffee lounge end of it, just the coffee lounge end of it, we'll air back live on TikTok, depending on what it's like. Um, I don't know. I do have a couple more Remembrance Day movie clips I can show, but they're more graphic than that I was showing for Remembrance Day. They may be more little. I don't want to get into the other two discs, movie discs. Um, it still tells the same story for Remembrance Day, about what our veterans went through and that kind of stuff like that, and what they did for us. But the detail end of it, one has to do with Nazis and the Jewish Holocaust. Um, the other one has to do with the division of white and colored soldiers. It gets more detail. It gets more racist. Um, so I think we're gonna end with the clips that I ended with. Definitely on Sleepy Hollow TikTok. I think that's a perfect ending. Um, definitely then showing these other from these other movies, these other clips. So what I've showed so far, guys, was okay to show. Um, definitely these other clips from these other movies may be more offensive, be more sensitive, and yeah, it's all history. It's all historical history. Um, but when you get into Nazis against, like, it's fine if you got the United States against the English or the British, that everybody can handle. But when you get into the part where you go back into time and you're showing movie clips of Nazis and the Jewish Holocaust, and colored soldiers against whites, and some of the racist remarks they all come out with. Again, they're on restricted based adult movies, but um, it won't sit well on TikTok. So it'd be a waste of audio editing, definitely. So those two we're going to skip. That definitely, because it's getting into more detail. Um, going back going back to World War II, going back way back to the early revolution, um, way back to the time before colored people could become soldiers. That was only for white people. That's going back into history, um, especially when they're against a minority culture group, um, because of their skin color or culture. Um, where these other movies to do with Remembrance Day, they weren't. It wasn't that they were against if the person's individual cultures, or skin color. It was just the way war was back those days. It would have been against anything, um, but that you probably didn't see clearly. Um, but but yeah, so the one you had the British and the English and the United States going at each other. Um, where you had or We Were Soldiers. That's more up to date, realistic type of a war movie, which takes you up to today, which does take you back to the Vietnam War. So does Full Metal Jacket. Um, but as you get into the older, going back into the older Civil War, like Sleepy Hollow takes you back to, um, going against, whites were the war reason countries were at each other was because of their skin color mainly. And I don't want to get into that on TikTok. I don't want to edit that kind of material on TikTok under respect, because now everything is done online. So basically I was picking for Remembrance Day kind of what movie clips to show. Um, Definitely. And which war movie clips to avoid from showing. Um, Definitely. So that way it's keeping things kind of under respect, that kind of stuff like that too, as well, as much as possible. Now, if other TikTokers want to show that, that's fine. You can deal. That's between you and TikTok itself, and definitely. Um, but yes, go ahead. It's Remembrance Day. But remember, it is, can't guarantee it's going to stay up there. Um, Definitely. That's why so far I picked a good selection that TikTok was willing to keep up there. But once you get into Glory, you get into English Bastards. I'll tell you, those are very very touchy clips to show, especially if it has to do with Nazis and going after the Jews, and um, you know white soldiers going after black soldiers, that kind of stuff, because they're not wanted. Um, that kind of a war story goes back into the cool. It goes way deep back, way right back to the evolution. This is why I didn't show them. This is another reason why I did not show Last of the Mohicans either. I could have shown Last of the Mohicans as well, but I had respect to leave out Last of the Mohicans, Glory, and English Bastards. I just want to say, oh, well, it's TikTok. Again, we have to be respectful, because those ones are more wilder and more graphic. Can get more on the racist side than anything. Um, Even though back those days, yes, that's what happened during the war. That's what happened during the war days. Back those days. Um, but TikTok is on a shadow banning strike. Um, so we have to kind of be cautious on our material that we put through. So it being social media, so it doesn't get too over offensive to somebody else. Totally, somebody's culture. Um, the movies that I put up so far on TikTok are not offensive to people's cultures. Um, but Last of the Mohicans is. So is Glory, and so is English Bastards. Um, that gets into more detail of the Germans against the Jews, colors against whites. So that gets a very, that is last of the Mohicans, is offensive to the indigenous culture and generally, um, because they don't want to be reminded what they went through back those days. Um, so that's why I left those particular war movies out, and Pearl Harbor, because they get more wilder than a lot of them ever out on the market. Totally. So if I have time, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there. But if I have time, I'm gonna replace those ones probably with the cartoon series, maybe with a couple episodes of GI Joe, and that'll close it off. I think that's what I'll do. Um, Definitely. and then start right into Christmas on the 12th. So that way it gives Remembrance Day time. It's giving Remembrance Day their day and the soldiers their day and their hour and that kind of stuff like that. That's what I dedicated this first week to is to it was for the veterans, for the soldiers and that kind of stuff like that. That's why I did the war movie clips as I could do. Um, the other ones are getting more deeper into detail. Um, you know, it's taking you into the Holocaust to get against majority cultures, inner culture, someone's culture. Nazis killing Jews, black people killing white people killing black people, soldiers because they're different. So it's getting into more of a KKK thing than anything. So the Patriot was the last one. The main videos I was clear to show was Full Metal Jacket, the Patriot, and We Were Soldiers were the only three um, that will cover this year's Remembrance Day. That were a little less graphic to show. It was okay to show. That the algorithm picked up on it okay and it went through okay and everything else like that without any glitches. But the other ones, oh yes, the other ones like Glory in English Bastards, Last of the Mohicans will be a problem going through TikTok. Totally. So, and I know G.I. Joe is going to go through no problem. So, now that one, okay, that one there, the G.I. Joe one is a cartoon series. So, we're all familiar with the old cartoon G.I. Joe. So I may show a couple episodes of that, maybe tonight or tomorrow night. And that will clear us off, guys, for Remembrance Day on TikTok this year, for 2021. Now, Christmas goes through no problem. This is what I said. Wonderful art space this year for talking about Christmas. There's going to be art space. The lighting's going to be, again, the big light's going to be off. It's all going to be lit up back here. Lovely, nicely colorful. We are going to kind of put the Christmas lights on, definitely. So it's still going to have the background theme of what Christmas Elf Lounge would look like. But again, it's not Christmas Elf Lounge, guys. It is going to be Gourmet Coffee Lounge, Christmas Gourmet Coffee Lounge. Definitely. And we're going to keep the drawing sketches because everybody likes those. Coffee Lounge. I don't even have enough coffee to get me through the Christmas season. Shoot. I would have had enough coffee if there wasn't a big panic buy problem this time around again. My wife couldn't buy a lot of stuff we normally buy, definitely because there's too much panic buying going on. We barely, I just barely got a box of coffee, small box of coffee. Usually I like to stock up on the coffee filters from my coffee machine. But usually Christmas Elf Lounge, usually I buy candy around Halloween time. And I'm still munching on Halloween candy during Christmas time, and it does me all the way through Christmas. But no, we couldn't get that even this year. Panic buyers bought everything, bought too much than they should have. But that's okay. They cleaned out the stores. And they cleaned out the stores of the toilet paper again too. They got to quit that. You got to consider there's other people that has to do the grocery shopping, that has to do their monthly necessity shopping. That's not a lot of stores are designed to buy by bulk. Definitely, places like Walmart are not a type of store that you can usually buy bulk at. There are Pacific Design stores that do ship for bulk Pacific buying. That allows you to buy, like Costco, that does allow you to buy by bulk, because they're set up for that. Because when they ship their stuff and they ship in extra from their company. So they're designed to sell by bulk. Places like Walmart are not designed to sell by bulk. The panic buyers didn't seem to care. They're just buying out the whole entire shelves. And then when people on fixed incomes go to do their grocery shopping, they can't buy anything because there's nothing left on the shelf. They're going home. They're going home with less and less and less for their families. It is getting crazy because all these greedy people are buying by bulk in stores that are not licensed to sell by bulk. They're overbuying too much than they need. Definitely, like they're not thinking of other customers. They're just getting greedy, cleaning off the store shelves, and you wonder where they're getting. And you stop to wonder where they're getting all this money from. Definitely, and they're supposed to be, and they're the same ones who are sitting there saying that they're unemployed. They got no money to their name, but yet then they got money to buy 67 bags of toilet paper and clean out half the store shelf. Like all of a sudden they pop up with money out of their ass. Totally. This is where you stop and wonder what's actually going on around us that you don't see. Totally. But I'm not going to get into that. Totally. But yeah. But yeah, so it is a shame that this panic buying keeps happening. It happens on holidays. That's why I told my wife, I said, if you need to buy anything before they start thinking about that holiday, you start shopping for that holiday before that holiday hits. Because if you, like everybody else, you wait the last minute, you ain't getting nothing. There's not going to be nothing there to buy. Because even these days, when you got problems with panic buyers and the store's not limiting on how much items people can buy at a time, people are just cleaning the house. Totally, just cleaning the house. They're cleaning the store shelves right off. Definitely, and then they're not being limited on how much they can buy. They're not being told they have to save stuff for other shoppers. So, other customers. That kind of stuff like that. So, it is very sick to see this. Totally. And I thought they had this problem corrected back in 2020 when it started off this way. Totally. I thought things should have been better by now. Totally. But no, it doesn't seem like things are getting better. It seems like things are getting worse. Totally. But yeah, so that's what I said to my wife. I said, well, people are hooked on another holiday, like when they were hooked on, cleaning the house for Halloween. You get your ass over to Christmas Hall and start shopping for Christmas. Who cares if it's Halloween? You get there before they do. Well, they're thinking of one holiday. Their mind's on one holiday, right? So you start off on the other holiday and get that out of the way. Because when they're done from that holiday, when the other holiday does come, when other holiday does, when Christmas does come up, the last minute, everybody's going to be cleaning. Everybody's going to be cleaning out the stores of all the Christmas stuff. Totally. Because then they'll be thinking about that. Right now they're not, because right now they're thinking about the American Thanksgiving that's coming up before Christmas. So their mind again is on another holiday. So while their mind is on their Thanksgiving, sneak into the Christmas aisle and buy your shit you need to buy. Get your Christmas shopping done. So you get around the lineups and everything else like that. So while their mind is on cleaning out the toilet paper, you hit the Christmas aisle and start buying up all, hitting, go through the toy aisle, start buying stuff for your kids, whatever you want to buy for your kids, whatever. Because they're not thinking about that holiday right now. Get one step ahead of them, so that way you can buy what you want to buy. Buy your eggnog, because once Christmas, once Remembrance Day is over with, guys, again, they're going to be thinking of American Thanksgiving. Then when they're thinking about American Thanksgiving, still gives you time to get in there to buy what you need. And then the last minute, then they're going to start thinking running the last minute to clean out the shelves of Christmas stuff. And then anybody else that's doing the same thing, wait until the last minute. You've got the wrong attitude, because then you get home and you wonder why you couldn't buy anything, because you waited too long. You waited too long to do your Christmas shopping. You waited the last minute. This is why you don't wait the last minute. Totally. Especially when you're in a pandemic like this, and people are thinking, when their mind is on another holiday, let those idiots panic buyers' mind on another holiday because they're shopping for another holiday. Well, they're out shopping for that holiday that they're sitting on right now. Is the time you get in there and start buying your Christmas stuff you want to get. Then you buy what you want to buy. Then you're guaranteed to buy what you're looking for. Then if you wait till the last minute till closer to Christmas, you ain't gonna get nothing. You're not gonna find nothing you're looking for, because all the panic buyers are gonna run right on over you and ahead of you, and they're gonna buy out the whole entire store to the point there's nothing left to buy. So they're gonna buy up all the good stuff and they're gonna leave all the garbage behind. Totally. The broken stuff. That's not worth buying. Totally. Hope I'm not giving anybody any ideas. I hope there's not a panic buying the Christmas stuff for me after me saying this. Totally. But because I know right now the way people are thinking right now, because right now people are thinking about a lot of normal people are going to be thinking about Remembrance Day right now. And their mind's all focused on Remembrance Day right now, and their mind is going to be focused on American Thanksgiving, because that's all they're going to be out buying for. And while they're doing that, do your Christmas shopping. Those that looking to buy what you want to buy, get what you want to buy. Before all these hillbilly redneck hippies decide they're gonna go do the last minute Christmas shopping raid, because they're gonna do it like closer to Christmas Eve, and they're gonna clean out everything. You watch. There probably won't even be a Boxing Day sale. Everything will be. They won't have any extra stuff. They'll be all cleaned out as of Christmas Eve. Because the big crowds will be in there, raiding the place on Christmas Eve. Totally. The last minute. So while their minds are on different holidays right now, now's the time to play it smart, guys. Totally. If you're looking to buy what you want to buy, put them away. Definitely. Or if you really want to be smart, guys, some thought for next year. Start your Christmas shopping over the summer. Definitely. And then just put stuff away, and then you don't have to worry about the last minute. Especially when you're in times of all these panic buyers and that kind of stuff like that. It gives you some ideas. Definitely. Also, too, new to DVD and Blu-ray next year. It's been confirmed. Um, Hocus Pocus 2 will be released sometime in the new year. So it'll be out in time for Halloween next year. So somewhere in the new year, guys, in 2022, Hocus Pocus 2 is going to be out. So will so will Muppets Haunted Mansion. Um, Ghostbusters 3 Afterlife. All these new movies coming out for 2022, guys. Definitely. Um, it'll be coming out on DVD and Blu-ray probably in the new year if they're already in theaters. I don't know about Ghostbusters. Well, yeah, Ghostbusters is in theaters, isn't it? So yes, it should be out on Blu-ray and DVD in the new year. So sometime in January or February, or probably as early as March, the new Ghostbuster movie will be out on Blu-ray and DVD in stores to buy. So will Muppets Haunted Mansion. So will Hocus Pocus 2. So they're coming off the next assembly line, guys. Totally will be coming off the next assembly line for DVD and Blu-ray. So that'll be awesome, guys, for the new year. That we'll probably hopefully see. Hopefully, there's no more pandemics that's going to hold them back or shut their operation down. I hope that's not going to be a case or whatever. Definitely so, because I'm looking forward to buying those because I haven't seen those movies yet myself. Totally. I heard they're pretty good. Don't tell me if you guys seen them in the theaters. Don't tell me what happens in them. Definitely let it be a surprise because I haven't. I've only seen the advertisements to them. I haven't seen the movies. I know there is movie websites that you can go on. You can watch them while they're in the theaters. But no, I'm smart. I like to wait till it is fully released DVD and Blu-ray. Okay, yeah, they're coming in quite good. I like them when they come in, and they're staying too. I'm not shaving them off. Definitely, I like that look, and my long hair's starting to come back too as well, guys. So, about Christmas time, guys, my hair will be fully growing in long again, guys. Definitely, just like it was before, and I'll be able to put it in a ponytail like I did before. You guys are gonna love that. Totally. Um, Other than that, I just wanted to do a quick live so you guys can see what's going on in the background back here, guys. Definitely. Um, that's what I said. Right now, it is still a little bit more work to do back there. Definitely. For decorating wise, and should be all ready. Should be all ready there. Um, I think I'm starting to look like Ebenezer Scrooge this year. What else is not new? But yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning on in, and guys, we'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.